Hey everybody, welcome to What's Up in the Waters. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Jeff.
It's been a while since we've done this. Last time we were by the pool at the Cheeseburgers in Paradise event. How fun was that?
Man, it was awesome. Ended the summer together, a lot of neighbors. We did some interviews. If you haven't checked those out, be sure they're still out there. Go look at them, listen to them, learn more about your neighbors. We had a blast. We had music
fun.
by the pool.
It was fun.
Cheeseburgers, the whole 9 yards.
We'll have to do it again next year.
Yeah.
And so go watch that episode. A lot of fun interviews.
It was. So, what's up in the waters?
Yeah.
We've been doing this several episodes now, having a blast.
Yep.
It's been a lot of fun. A lot of you guys are enjoying it, telling us that you like it. We just want to kind of talk a little bit about our history. This is actually not the first time we've done something like this.
It's not.
Started years ago. Jason Watson, our neighbor, friend of ours, invited us onto his podcast to talk about real estate. So we did that together. And a couple of years ago, that was the River Region Parents Magazine.
Right.
Had a great time. And even back then, we were like, hey, we need to keep this going. We need to do something else.
Yeah.
So here we are, several years later.
It's natural. We're like, you know, the first time we did it, I think we did it in one take. And Jason was like, wow. And then we brainstormed, we need to do a show.
Here we are. And we're having fun.
On to wildlife. Like,
a lot of it around
I think
here.
we've seen something in my history of living here I've never seen before, and that is wood storks.
Yes, wood storks.
Wood storks.
I had no idea.
Ugliest bird I've ever seen.
Well, apparently they're a big deal.
I think so.
So I'm coming into the neighborhood, and this guy that I don't recognize is hanging out of his car, blocking traffic with this huge camera. I'm like, what's going on? And then I get over by the causeway, and there they are, the wood storks.
Yeah, and I saw an amazing picture of the wood stork eating a little baby catfish that somebody posted. It's amazing.
We had wood storks at the waters.
Right. They just wanted to see what's up in the waters, and now they've made the show. Hopefully they'll come back. They were kind of cool.
And there's been some other animals. You sent us a picture this week.
Yes.
Some tiny animals. Tell us about those.
So I want to say a great thank you to the Trotter family for convincing my wife to take in baby squirrels. So we've got some neighbors
Still have them.
Found some baby squirrels who lost their mother and posted on the page, can anybody rehab the baby squirrels? Well, Stephanie decided to raise her hand, and the next thing I know, we are rehabbing baby squirrels.
She's the squirrel whisperer.
Eloise is the squirrel whisperer. She's decided to use the squirrels and play Barbie with the squirrels.
I saw them in the car. You sent us a picture.
It's great.
Reminded me of the Gremlins movie when Gizmo was driving the Corvette. This is immediately what I thought
That's
of
about
when
what
I
it's
saw
like,
it.
having gremlins. So, like, y'all can stop giving us baby squirrels now. So, but we love them. You know, they've named them Victoria and Korn, and I'm looking forward to the day that we release them into the wild. But as of right now, baby squirrels have entered the park.
Still hanging out.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah. So, how did we do since our last show with mailbox keys?
Man, I think we're getting a little bit better, but and we're not going to call everyone out, but there was one this particular week that we've got to call out.
Yeah.
We saw it, and it's the mailbox number that got us. It's mailbox 911.
Yeah.
So definitely one we had to mention on the show. Walking away from the mailbox, forgot their keys. Definitely
911. It's emergency.
Somebody reported it on Facebook. All right, so as we kind of think about things going on, there has been some big news this week, and I've been looking forward to hearing you talk about this. So last week, 2 words, Fed cut.
It's all over the media.
Tell us about that. I got a couple questions.
Okay, great. So the Fed cut the Fed funds short-term rate by 50 basis points. They made that announcement September 18th, so we're dealing with the aftermath right now.
Okay. Big question for me.
Yep.
As I speak to people that are looking to buy homes, what does that have to do with mortgage rates, interest rates?
Yeah, so it's not a direct correlation. This time, the Fed cut rates, and we really haven't seen much difference, not just with mortgage rates, but with any rates. So the Fed funds rate is the short-term rate that banks charge each other for overnight excess cash. Okay. So it doesn't mean, oh, the Fed cut rates. That means all interest rates get cut. That's kind of a misleading thing that you hear from the media. It really has no direct impact on mortgage rates or credit card rates and all that. It has an indirect impact. Usually when the Fed announces a rate cut, we see drops in all kinds of interest rates.
Sure.
This time, we haven't seen that yet.
The overarching moral of the story, things are getting better as far as rates?
Yes. So it was more of a signal that, hey, we're pivoting. We're going to start lowering rates and moving our Fed funds rates lower. And so over time, we should see that impact our lives, which is credit card rates, home equity loan rates, car notes, and also mortgage rates going lower. So we will see, there is a lower trend out there. We will see lower rates, which will be helpful for everybody. So if you're looking to buy a house, or even if you don't like your rate now, you're thinking about refinancing, it is time to start thinking about that because rates are on the downward trend.
Yeah, I like the sound of affordability, and it allows for you to have more of an opportunity to buy a home just like the one we're sitting in.
Yeah, tell us about your featured home right now.
Thank you. This is the featured home of the week. We're at 233 North Lake Street. This is a new home built by Russell Construction. The price is $609,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. Beautiful home, lots of porch space, screened-in porch on the back, double porches on the front. Beautiful home. You need to check it out. If you want to take a look at it, call me or your favorite realtor. Have them call me and we'll set up a time to make sure you can see it.
Yeah, it's a lovely home. I've seen that. I really like it. Definitely take a look. Definitely call Jeff. All right, we got some new neighbors. They took advantage of some lower rates and some good prices. So let's welcome our new neighbors to the neighborhood.
That's right. We want to give a shout out to 3 new families here in the neighborhood. First of all, the Leweckis. We want to say welcome to the Waters to them, as well as the Swearingen family. We want to welcome them to the neighborhood. And then finally, the Schamberger family. Excited you guys are all here. Hope you're finding your way around and hope you're watching this episode of What's Up in the Waters.
Yeah, welcome to the hood. And we've got some news on football team. Pike Road football is hot. All right? We got a little win streak. In fact, we are undefeated in region play.
We are.
And last game was an exciting game.
It was. We've had 2 great home games. It's been good to be back home after some road games. But yeah, the team's doing great. Fun game, fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
Definitely something worth checking out on Friday night. But we're excited about this Friday as well. We play Opelika.
So now we're number 1 in the region. We're undefeated.
Yeah.
Let's get out there. Let's go Patriots. Let's all support the local football team. But if you can't make it to the game, you could always sit at home and watch, Pike Road live on YouTube anytime during the game.
Yep. Listen to Richard and Chris. Tell us about what's happening there on the field. If you can't be there, great way to stay plugged into the game.
Yep, it's awesome. Upcoming events. What do we have upcoming?
Man, this is an exciting time to live in the Waters. Fall is such a fun time around here. A lot of opportunity to get outside, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the beauty of the neighborhood. One of those is our 2nd year of doing this in the fall. It's called Sounds of Sunday.
I like it.
Every Sunday afternoon from 4 to 6 at Town Square. Bring your chair, bring your snacks, bring your coolers. The music will be there for you. A great opportunity to hang out, enjoy some time with neighbors, just kick back and relax, enjoy the nice weather. And some of our neighbors are actually going to be featured as some of the artists there. So, a great time together. Sounds of Sunday on Sundays in October, 4 to 6.
Oh, what a great time. I love it when we have the music at the square, whether it's in the spring or the fall.
That's right. Then we also have that very famous pumpkin patch there at the Sales and Information Center right outside in the fenced area. Every neighbor come pick up your pumpkin and take it home, put it on your porch. Great opportunity to come up there with your kids, take some pictures, hang out, and just enjoy the pumpkin patch each
Can't
year.
wait.
Yeah.
Halloween's right around the corner.
It is. It's coming soon. So this is one of the things that we know fall is coming.
Hey, all right, I want to introduce our special guest today on What's Up in the Waters, Josh Moats. Josh, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Glad you're here, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Josh, tell us how long you've lived here in the Waters.
So me and my wife and 3 kids, we've lived out here for 16 years.
16
Yep.
years. That's awesome. So
Long
what
time.
is your or your family's favorite thing to do in the neighborhood?
Favorite thing to do? Honestly, we've been riding our golf cart for since we've moved in, and it's still the most fun family thing that we do, honestly.
Jumping in the golf cart,
Ride around.
sunset
Yeah,
rides.
at night,
Love it.
Yeah, it never gets old.
Well, how about living in Pike Road? Obviously, you guys have been here a while, so You've watched it grow. What is something about Pike Road that means a lot to your family?
Well, what's really cool as of, I guess, a few years ago is Pike Road Theater has been really big community growing for our family. Our kids are really like thriving in that environment, and they just absolutely like love it. It's their sports. We're not sports people. We're more like theater and arts people. And my kids just, when that kind of came on the scene, it just really helped our kids kind of like grow.
Yeah,
So-
I know I've seen your children in a bunch of different plays and they put on plays, what, 6 or 7 a year or something like that?
Yeah, they do. And it's just one of those things that like, when you see your kids gravitate towards something and do well in, you just like want to champion in that. And having that kind of thing here in Pike Road is just...
And they've also been a part of plays in other theaters as well, right?
Yeah, Shakespeare. Actually, my son's going to be in Christmas Carol.
Christmas
Carol's coming up. He's going to be in that. He's been in 2 other plays, Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, and he's been in Midsummer Night's Dream. So he's loving Shakespeare and he's loving Pike Road Theater. Both of my kids are really doing well in that.
That's great. So if you haven't been to any of the shows that Pike Road Theater puts on, definitely need to go out there. It's high quality.
It's amazing. Like when you think community theater, you kind of think like, oh, it'll be fun, but it's not going to be
there's one coming up called Into the Woods.
Right?
Yeah.
We're actually going Friday night to see that. But they do such an amazing job. Like it's definitely like Broadway quality.
Yeah,
it is insane.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome to have that locally. Okay,
It is.
moving right along, let's say after the play or before the play, a lot of great restaurants in Pike Road.
Okay.
What is your favorite restaurant in Pike Road?
Got to go with San Marcos on the restaurant.
I got you.
Yeah, got to go with that. Their street tacos, steak tacos are...
Yeah, that's good stuff over there at San Marcos. All right, so favorite memory about living in the waters with your family or before you had kids? Tell us about that.
When we first moved out here, in La Sierra, it used to be called The Market when we first moved out here like 15 years ago. And every Saturday morning, a bunch of the neighbors, I mean, this side wasn't even here. So there was like half the neighborhood wasn't even here. So a bunch of us every Saturday morning before we started our day, head over to the market. And there was a couple ladies in there that made omelets, cheese grits, biscuits, the American
I love it.
you know. And so they did that for a few years, and like every Saturday we would go, and a bunch of our friends would go. So like 9 o'clock, it was like the meetup time, and it was packed. You had to like save a table. Like it was awesome. So like every Saturday was like this like community get together.
A community breakfast every Saturday.
It was so
That's
awesome.
really cool.
It was so awesome, and I really miss that. That's some of my favorite times.
Didn't even have to leave the neighborhood.
Didn't have to leave, golf cart
Went
over.
down to the town square.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was really cool.
Yeah, good memory.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we
my
could convince some neighbors to start making us omelets now.
That's right.
That's a really
Bring
good
it back,
idea.
Josh.
We should do
Let's do that.
Bring it back.
All right, so everybody has 15 minutes of fame. Now, yours is more about 15 years of fame. So, like, let the neighbors know a little bit of your history of, how you got famous.
Well, not famous, but
You're famous to me, John.
I appreciate that. And you're famous to me. Look, y'all got the show and everything. No, so I guess my history is, from 98 to 2004.
Right.
I did music professionally. We got signed to a major record label, Geffen Records, which is like Nirvana, Counting Crows, just to name drop a few guys.
Yeah.
No. So we were signed to a major label which had tons of bands on there. Geffen had tons of artists. So we got signed to a major record label, did a record, toured. We toured with bands like 30 Seconds to Mars, which is Jared Leto. We got to tour with Korn in Europe. That was 5 weeks of just so much fun. We're not really a party band. We're kind of real reserved and grounded. So it wasn't like a party scene. It was more like just experiencing playing music, and it was so much fun. You're playing in crowds of like 50,000 people, and it's like, how did we get here? Like, how is this happening from, Montgomery, Alabama? So we did that, and after the band, I started doing photography. So 6-7 years of music, and then went right into professional photography and did that for 20 years.
Now, for those who don't know, the name of the band.
Metallica. Yeah,
I've heard of them.
You heard of them?
Yeah.
No. It's called Trust Company.
Trust Company.
Trust Company, yeah.
I have heard of it.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
And you had a hit single.
We had a hit single called Downfalls on the radio and MTV. We have a video. We have like 2 or 3 videos.
Played on Jay Leno, Johnny Carson. How long ago?
We played Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
Which was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like 7 foot tall. His head is like literally the size of a watermelon. He is a massive dude. And if you see the video, I like shake his hand and he's towering over me. He's like ginormous. But he's really nice, like super nice guy. Yeah, we played that. We did Craig Kilborn. I'm trying to think what else we've done. It's so happens so fast. You blink and you're like, did we just do that? Like, what just happened?
Right.
Yeah, we got offered a Pepsi commercial that we actually turned down. We turned down a Pepsi commercial. Yeah.
Because you were hoping for the Coke commercial?
Yeah, I was hoping for, Jolt Cola. No, so we turned it down. Now looking back, I was like, that was so dumb because,
you could have gotten
it was, exactly. So, but it seemed like a sellout move, at the time. But yeah, we did that. That was dumb.
Yeah.
And the band is still together, actually touring now.
Not really touring. So yeah, we are playing shows.
So did y'all take a break?
We took a long break, right? So 2004, I got out to do photography. So I went from playing these concerts, like kind of, because we're kind of a heavier band, playing concerts to like fluffing wedding dresses. With my friend Hannah over here, like we would go do weddings, and it'd be funny. I'd like fluff these dresses out, and I'd carrying bouquets and stuff.
Right.
And the grooms would be like, "Hey man, weren't you in that band Trust Company?" I was like, "Yeah, but now I'm doing weddings." So it was quite the
culture
shift.
shock.
So yeah, 2004.
Hoping for a Pepsi commercial.
Hoping for any commercial.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We'll do a commercial for you guys if you want. That'd be awesome.
That's a great idea. We should totally do that.
Let's do that. Last year we got an email from our manager, which we forgot we had.
Yeah.
He wrote us and said, "Hey, there's the type of music you play is kind of coming back." And we're like, "Really?" Because no one's told us about this. And we're old. We're not in touch with that world. So that kind of music's coming back. There's this big festival in Virginia called Blue Ridge Rock Festival, and they want you on the main stage, and they're gonna pay you like a pretty good chunk of money to do this. And we were like, "We ain't got nothing going on. Do y'all want to do it?" So we practiced for like a year. And then we played a 30-minute set at Blue Ridge. And it was so much fun, and it kind of rejuvenated us. And we were like, man, that was really fun. Why are we not doing this? Mm-hmm. And so we got, since then, like once you do one, it kind of trickles. And so our latest contract we just signed was for May. We're playing in Ohio at Sonic Temple Festival, and it's with Linkin Park. And they're coming back with a new singer. So that's super cool. I mean, it's not just us and them. It's a huge festival, but we're supposed to be on the same stage as them, and so that's exciting.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. So that's next May in Ohio. So I'm sure I'll see all you Pike Road people there.
For sure. Still Trust Company.
Trust Company. Okay. Yeah. Same band name, same everything. All right. So yeah, it's just kind of fun to kind of come back and play. Some of us are 50. I'm 46. I'm the baby of the band, and it's kind of fun to come back to do things like that when you kind of thought that was over with. Yeah. And you're like, we're playing shows again? Like, what? We're like old and now, but we don't feel old, we feel 20, so.
Now you're balancing being a rock and roll star again and owning Indie Film Lab, which is a local photo lab that you own. So tell us a little bit about that.
So when I got into doing weddings, got to do that for 20 years. In the middle of that, I would start shooting film, which is like the old way you take photos. Everybody has a camera, a digital camera in their pocket now. But before that, they were film. And so I got into that and then started to process for friends, and it just started to kind of take off. And so I had the opportunity to kind of slow down with the weddings and start shooting or start taking friends' films to develop and process. And we're over in Cloverdale, and we started that in 2011. And so that's been 13 years or something like that. And it's just kind of exploded, and film is coming back, and it's so that's what we do every day. Just tons and tons of rolls of film from people all over the world. We got people from literally other countries sending us stuff. So it's really exciting, and it's still like.
So that's your real job.
So that's my real job.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So neighbors, if you want a picture put on film, you're the guy.
Yeah, if you have an old film camera that you found that your granddad has or whatever, your grandparents have, grab it, load it with a roll of film, and come see me.
That's cool.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Yep.
All right, Josh. Well, thank you for joining us. It's a great story. We cannot wait to see maybe the new record. If you have a new record, we're totally going to download some old Trust Company music, and maybe you can write the What's Up in the Waters theme song.
That's it.
Oh yeah, all right.
Or we'll get free tickets to the festival. Maybe we can work that
I can
out.
get you free tickets.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's a wrap for What's Up in the Waters this time. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Jeff.
Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah. That's where. So,
Can you work with that?
do you think you can get something?
Oh, gosh, welcome to What's Up in the Waters.
Thanks for being. Let me be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Thanks for letting me be here.
Yeah,
Thanks
we're glad
for
to
being
have
here.
you.
You screwed it up the whole time. Let's start over. So, Jimmy,
I said thanks for being here.
thanks for being here, Jimmy. Thanks for having me.
Here, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm so sorry. God.
No, hey, she can cut. It's a perfect cut. That's a perfect cut. So you're good. It's a perfect cut.
I don't know what I'm waiting on. Cool.
It's in Ohio, though.
It's in Ohio. That's the only downside.
Don't bring your pets, right?
Thank-
Yeah, don't.
That's a problem with
Yeah.
the bloopers.
Nah, yeah.